I can tell you this. If you want to know the true God and Jesus, John 17:3, this may rub some of you the wrong way, I don't know. That's not my problem, that's your problem. But you don't like Jews? If Jesus said, "This is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent." And who is the only true God? 203 times, the God of Israel. 12 times, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Like it or not, you want to know the true God? You're going to have to bow the knee to him as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Israel. Well, I'm not a Jew. Oh, look, the Bible isn't written just to Jews. This is God's name. This is my memorial through all generations. Okay? Go to Psalm 83. So we're talking about prophecy update. I would say that that still holds. Now, you understand that the Muslims are determined that it will not hold. You know why? Because Islam teaches that Allah gave that land to the Arabs. And you know what that means? So long as Israel controls 1 square yard of that land, it's an affront to Islam. You want to know what this is all about over in the Middle East? It says Allah is a false God, Muhammad is a false prophet, the Quran is not the word of the true God. They must destroy Israel, or they're going to have to admit they're following a false prophet, a false God, and a false religion. Are you following what I'm saying? That is what it's about over there. Okay? Now Psalm 83. Verse 3, they have taken, well, it talks about verse 2, the enemies, your enemies, Lord, they've taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You understand? This is their purpose. That's what it's all about in the Middle East. Oh, we need to make peace. Condoleezza Rice, I mean, she'll come over there and she'll get them together, and it's going to be just peaches and cream. We're just going to love one another and dwell together, 2 independent democratic states side by side. That's a dream. That's nonsense. Oh, they'll make all kinds of promises. Oh, yeah, let us get back to the 1967 borders. Then it'll be okay. In 1967, what were those borders? Well, that was the 1948 borders. Well, what was that? 1947, November 29, 1947, the United Nations partitioned this land. And they gave about 13% to the Jews that they had been promised. And were the Arabs happy? They walked out of the UN. And they immediately attacked 6 Arab nations with overwhelming power, tanks and planes. These are Israeli settlers, 60,000 in their pitiful army that they put together. I haven't too much besides pitchforks. Well, they got a few rifles and so forth. Nobody would sell them weapons. They had to smuggle them from Czechoslovakia. The United States would not sell them weapons. You understand? We're going to wipe them out, and I can give you quote after quote of what they said. This is the end of these Jews. We are going to exterminate them, and that's their language. By the way, Ahmed Shukeri, who became the founding chairman of the Palestine Liberation Organization, he was the one who coined the term, we will drive them into the Mediterranean. All right? What happened? What happened in every war? Israel didn't start these wars. They've been attacked. Whatever territory they've taken it from an enemy that has sworn to exterminate them. They've taken it in self-defense. I mean, they were originally given such a narrow strip of land by the UN, it was indefensible. We got to have the Golan because they're sitting up there shooting at us. We got to have some radar up there. We got to have some advanced warning. We got to, okay. We're going to exterminate them. We're going to make it so that their name as a nation, the nation of Israel, will never be in remembrance. Now, did the prophecy of the Muslims come true? No. God's prophecy, I've given this to you as an everlasting inheritance. Is it still in force today? Still going on today. That's my prophecy update, okay? The prophecy that God gave, it's still holding true. Go to Psalm 124. How do they do this? Well, I can tell you that the Israelis, they have the best military. Look, I'm not Jewish. Maybe we have some Jewish people here. I'm almost jealous of you. But you want to Google Google Nobel Prize winners, okay, and find out. Jews are just almost an invisible percentage of the population of the earth. Sorry, folks, I'll give you the facts. They got about that much of Nobel Prize winners. They dominate the Nobel Prize winners. You know what Hitler did? He killed, exterminated, put them in the ovens, the brightest people he had.